It's the kid. Yeah, it's mates. Half up, double H, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to stay alive. So, guys, we're gonna dive in, dig deep here again, as we all know during this whole Sunday thing. This is pretty much a chance for us to reflect and to review what has happened during the week. And we're looking ahead to football and whatever really comes up. So, really, the first thing I think we have to address is, I think, the biggest game of the weekend, which wasn't Liverpool-Chelsea. The biggest game of the weekend, of course, was Valencia against Barcelona. So before we go in and dive in deep here, should Barcelona ship Deulofeu to Siberia?
Yes, definitely.
So should that happen? Oh wow!
Of course.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so football goes. So tell me. So what's? I mean, why do you think Deulofeu has been so crap for Barcelona?
Like, if you look at the teams he's played for in the past, like he's been blown out to like Everton, he flopped, was called back to Barcelona, then got what's called sent out to Milan, flopped again. Like,
he wasn't that bad at Milan.
He was all right, but at the same time, like.
Who are you talking about?
Deulofeu, because he's been. I mean, like, he was. Oh, I think literally, he was awful.
Yeah, but he's like 21, no? He's like really young.
I think he's 23 now. Like,
yeah,
like he's
23.
Yeah, no. Look, man. I look at the end of the day, despite that, I just think for Barcelona, look, man, they need Dembele back. I think that even if they've done well without Neymar and they've done well without Dembele, who has been injured, you can definitely see that this team is definitely missing something. And that something definitely is, having that kind of guy, that extra guy, that extra spark, which is what I think Dembele can definitely give them. But let's be real here. Valencia, what chance do you give Valencia for a La Liga title this season?
Come on, that's a bit. Like,
none.
They're not going to win.
I mean,
sorry, football. I think you need to boost up your mic. You're quite low.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Okay, cool. That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so sorry. So, Jujuman, you about to say something?
Yeah, Valencia are really irrelevant. They cannot compete. They don't have the squad depth to. I mean, they're not doing anything. But because first of all, I don't think they have the squad depth to compete with. No, I'll pass this one. Yes, they cannot compete. But so far, I mean, I was surprised they tied Barcelona. I was expecting them to lose. So, I mean, it can be different, but in the long term,
no.
They cannot go on.
Because I think people shouldn't get it twisted as like when in my view, Barcelona have an 8 points lead ahead in the La Liga Championship, and that's no disrespect to Valencia. But the reality is that they have an 8 points gap as leaders. So they are 8 points clear at the top of the table because Valencia not in the conversation. And that's just being realistic. Valencia have a 0% chance of winning the Liga title. Zero. They have no chance. So that's just the reality. So even if them becoming 1-1, yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like, this is about, wow, look at what you've done with nobody in your team. Literally, nobody's in that team. There's nobody there that's. I mean, Garay, I would say, is probably the best player that they have. But apart from Garay,
what about Parejo? You know, the center mid.
No. I mean, no. He's good, but for me, I think overall for their position, Garay is the best player they have. And Garay for me is like a top 6, top 7 defender. So apart from him, that's what they have. So literally, this dude has been able to ride and actually.
Who's the Amut guy? There's a guy like his name is spelled Amut. Everyone's singing about him for Valencia, Amut or something. Like,
the fact that I haven't heard about him means that he's probably irrelevant. So let's just be real.
What about,
but I think
the Gabriel, the one that joined from Arsenal. What about him? How's he doing?
Yeah, no, he's not. But basically, I think the deal here is that, in my view, 8 points is still sizable, and for Real Madrid, like, look, guys, I mean, I don't see Real Madrid getting back in. It's because I think the only chance Real Madrid have to. What? I said basically the only chance that Real Madrid have to get back in this is if Barcelona go through a slump, and
that's not true. I mean, if we beat them in the Clásico,
that's what I was about to say. The only way Madrid win this La Liga, they have to beat Barcelona in both El Clásicos. They have to do it.
But
that's the only way.
Look, with the way Cristina and Benzema are playing, will they even score against Barcelona? This Barcelona team, it's very hard to score against them. So
how was Isco? How was Isco? I just want to know how was he on against Malaga?
Man, what is your thing against Isco, man? What has Isco done to this team?
How was he? I mean,
he did decent.
How many chances did he create? I mean, I just find it funny. Madrid almost tied to Malaga. I mean, these guys are the worst team in La Liga. I mean, after winning 6-0,
are not winning the Champions League, all right? Chill.
But no. I'm talking about Madrid. I mean, how many chances did Isco create?
Look. Leave that one side. At the end of the day, El Clásico, Real Madrid now know what they have to do is that they have to 100%, especially for the first Clásico, they have to beat Barcelona 100%. They have to win all of their games up until the first Clásico, and they have to beat them. And then we can then talk about maybe
it's done. It's done.
Right now, 8 points looks pretty hefty. Let's look at Chelsea, Liverpool. Both of these teams have proven why they have no chance to catch Man City. 1-1. And guys, I'm going to put this out here right now. City will finish the season unbeaten. They will.
They're not on the Invincibles level now. They're not that good. They're good, but they almost lost today against Huddersfield before.
That's not true. That is not true.
But they still won. They almost lost, but they still won. So it's like,
I mean,
look at
Leicester City won the Premier League. I'm sure City can go unbeaten. It's fine.
They could, but look, winter game, like about 4 games in about 2 weeks. I don't know if
that's the tough one.
If they can get through that, then there's no way I see them losing a game this season. But
basically, look, man, I look because basically, which is what the point that Judge Man was making. Like, you need a squad. Valencia don't have a squad. They probably have flipping Mickey Mouse like Bugs Bunny in their subs bench. City actually have a squad, as in the guys that they can bring in are still quality, can still get into most Premier League sides. And what I'm seeing here is that, again, I'm not seeing any injuries happening. No key injuries have happened yet. So everybody is still playing on that high level. And what I'm seeing here is that there is a strong winning mentality in this team. And because of this strong winning mentality, man, I'm saying it right now, I think these dudes will go invincible. The only team that can probably take them out is maybe Tottenham at Wembley or United at Old Trafford.
But Double H, do you now finally agree that Pep Guardiola is a better coach than Mourinho?
No. But what I'll say is this, though, is that I am beginning to admire Guardiola more. Like, look, he needs to win this league because I told you, Guardiola hasn't won a league title yet.
But he has won the league already, man.
It's not over. It's November.
It's over.
It's November. It's November.
It's the Premier League. It's the Premier League.
It's November.
It's already over.
No, but that's the whole point. It's November and the league is over. It's done. It's finished. There's nothing more. Like what just make this game so fun? I mean, I will.
How many points? How many points are Man United? Like
8 points.
How many
8 points behind?
That's nothing. That's nothing.
And United have harder fixtures to
United isn't out of it. United is in it.
You just said 8 points is everything in the league.
8 points is a lot in the Premier League because
look, 8 points is a lot, and also. Who is to say that City do go and beat United? They can very easily do that. If there's one team that can beat United at Old Trafford, it's Man City.
Yeah, we're going to beat United. Are not going to win either.
Chelsea can beat United also.
Yeah, man. I think United still have more chances.
Bro, United are ass. I don't know why you guys rate them. They're so bad.
Yeah, no, but look, man. You know what? I want to talk about Hazard, man, because I've been one of the biggest critics of Hazard, and I've always said that.
Very true.
Yes, true. But I've always said, look, Hazard, this guy, hype. What are all of you guys seeing this guy like? Are you viewing things that I'm not saying? This is probably one of the first few times where I've been like, okay, I'm now finally seeing this guy's true quality. Because, like, especially what he was doing in the first half, I mean, his dribbling and his movements on the ball, I was like, damn, man, this dude is something.
So did it take you this long to realize how good he is?
Because every time I've seen him play, he's not really shown this. Basically, he's never had like a run of 6-7 games where he's played at this level.
Yeah,
like when you look at what Messi does,
like with that, he won the Premier League for Chelsea for like 3 seasons.
But he wasn't playing consistently. Like
Double H has a point because when Hazard was like all hype, it's because he was playing on the wing and he wasn't that effective. But now he's playing. Conte is playing him in the center, in the camp behind the striker, and like.
But he's still not really effective. Like that effective like he could be. I mean he could do like if he would be like a tiny bit more effective, he would be really up there with the best.
That's why I say that if you put Hazard in PSG.
No, in Madrid.
No, Raheem.
No, in Madrid, dude. Why PSG?
And Neymar.
What the hell?
Listen, him and Neymar behind Cavani.
But Mbappe is where.
You guys already have fucking Draxler.
Look, who cares? 4-2-3-1. I don't give a crap. Mbappe, Hazard, and Neymar. Frightening. That would be frightening.
Hazard should go to Boston.
Because
Hazard would be better at Madrid, man.
Oh no! I think it would work. But I think like I look at Hazard's footballing sense because I told you. When you've got a guy like Benzema who takes about 3,000 years to basically move 1 mile, like I mean, look, I don't know about that. I want to see Hazard in a team that has a great footballing IQ, and nobody has a better footballing IQ than what's it called?
PSG.
So 3 out of the 4 last Champions League means we have no footballing IQ apparently.
Yeah, no, because basically, like I told you, like PSG, like. Those guys, like,
but by the way, they're the best team. By the way, they're the best team in Europe right now. PSG.
No, they're not.
Bro, you've been facing baguette farmers like the whole time.
No one. Please bring up PSG fan. No one wants it. Frankly,
man, PSG have not proven themselves yet. I keep on reminding you about this. They need to prove themselves.
All right.
Let's wait for March and for February, March, and
have hope. Are you going to talk about the complete capitulation from Dortmund?
Oh my god.
Okay, look. All right. Okay.
That was gruesome, man.
You know what? Let me just start by saying this. If Bosch still has a job by Monday, then there's something chronically wrong. Because first of all, these guys have not won since the Middle Ages or something. Since like flipping. They've not won since the Middle Ages. That's the first thing. Second thing is that if you're coaching a team and you're 4-0 up,
oh my god,
and you draw 4-4,
it's worse than what Emery did last season.
No, Emery's is worse because you were 4-0 up and you scored an away goal. Look, I mean, I'm sorry, like that's miracle at New Camp may be the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. But look, put that to one side. But this whole I think for Dortmund, you know what? It's very sad because guys, man, remember this is the same team that had a peak Lewandowski, a peak Marigotza, a peak Kagagawa, a Gundogan who wasn't injured, a Macaroy who wasn't injured, a flipping Hummels. That team was insane. Like literally, that's Dortmund team on their peak played the best for football in Europe. Fact. Nobody
even Kuba and Kagawa.
And it was Dembele was there last season, man.
The Dortmund goalkeeper is dog shit. That guy's too old.
No. It's like, okay, you can talk about the keeper who's obviously crap. I think again, guys, it's about a philosophy. You see, with someone like a Bosch, like, and this is just football 101. Like, it's so simple, and it's crazy that people don't understand this. If you know that your team doesn't have a quality DM and quality defenders, you can't play a high line and very attacking. You just
know Ray Weigl, Julian Weigl? He's decent. He's not that bad.
But
he's used in the wrong way.
True.
He's used in the wrong way. Like last under Tuchel, he was they didn't play with such a high line, and therefore Weigl had much more space to operate. And now with Bosch, we play with such a high line, and Weigl operates in really tight areas, and it's still okay, but it's not like the perfect situation for him to show his skills. That's the problem, in my opinion.
Also, the recruitment.
Bosch is
He's a clown.
Yeah,
he's putting more emphasis on the system, but not so much on what system works best for the players, in my opinion.
No, I think that's because basically, look, because I remember when Bosch, this was before the Europa League final, United against Ajax, and I think he talks about his philosophy and how he always sticks to his philosophy. And I think even after the game, he criticized Mourinho by saying that, oh, you were anti for football. They didn't want to go and play football. And I was like, you're a manager. You're supposed to manage situations. So if your style isn't working, you've got to change it up. So for Bosch, the result against Schalke is the greatest indictment as to just how limited he is as a manager, because the fact that you're 4-0 up and you don't know how to manage the game to become tighter, much more defensive, close the game out, keep the ball a lot more, shows that literally you only know how to play one way, and that's it. And that shows that you're a very
he's a plan A manager, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that you're an extremely crap manager. He's
like Wenger.
He might he's worse. Because Wenger has actually shown some variety. Sometimes he shows some variety, but I think that's not his worse. Speaking of Wenger, Arsenal. Now
they bought that one today.
Yeah, look, they're not sniffing any Premier League titles. So any Arsenal fan that thinks they have any chance to sniff the title, you're completely crazy, and you're
I'm an Arsenal fan, and I know we're never going to win title under Wenger again.
No, it's not happening. But let me ask you this: what chance do you see either Sanchez or Ozil leaving in January?
About 100%.
Yeah,
I was
leaving for sure.
I was thinking about that. Like the transfer price, which was in the news, was around 20 million for Ozil.
Whoa, no.
That's a steal. Oh my God.
20?
Yeah, for winter, if he leaves in winter.
That's a fucking steal.
No, wait, chill. Wait a minute. How does that work? 20 million for Ozil. Why is it that price?
Because his contract runs down, and then he would be for free. So, like 20 million is like what? But I was thinking like 20 million is like really, if that's really true, then Arsenal would be dumb to do that, because I mean, like for me, Ozil is the difference between top 4 and not top 4 for Arsenal, in my opinion.
But at the end of the day, Kadim, the issue is that Arsenal are. I mean, it's a pretty sticky situation, because you can say, nope, we need Ozil and Sanchez to get top 4. You get top 4, then they leave on a free, because will Ozil and Sanchez still stay with Arsenal even if they get top 4?
No.
So really, the danger here is that, because I want to talk about where they could possibly go, but still dealing with Arsenal first. If Ozil or Sanchez leave in January, that's it for Arsenal. Because
have hope. What's your top 4 prediction right now?
Top 4. Look, I mean, okay, I'll get my top 4 prediction, but dealing with Arsenal. Yeah, because if Ozil or Sanchez leave, that's it for Arsenal. And I don't think I've ever seen a scenario where a club lost their 2 best players in January, because you could just see a disastrous slide.
Yeah, but let's discuss the price. Like, how much should they sell Ozil in winter? He's only half a year contract. They can't sell him for 50 million or something like this. That's not like, nobody will pay that price.
But Kadim, though, you see, the issue is that Neymar deal changed everything. The Neymar deal changed everything.
But this is different. Neymar was under contract.
No. But that, I mean, is that price is now out there, and I think everything has inflated. I mean, that clown, what was his face? Kyle Walker was bought for 50 million.
Yeah, but
you're talking about players that are under contract. Also,
but his contract is like half a year. Look, who would pay 50 million to get like a player who he could get for free, like a half year later?
20 million tops, maybe 25, nothing higher.
I would say 30 tops.
I mean, in that sense, I mean, well, look, you know what? I think 25 might be the golden number there.
Yeah, but would you, as Arsenal, do that?
I wouldn't.
You have to.
But why?
If he doesn't want to play, you have to get rid of him.
Like literally, because you can't, because you've got basically when you're a manager or even the directors of Arsenal, you have to look 3, 4, 5 years into the future, because what you're thinking is that we need to recoup some. Because for goodness sake, this is a marquee player. There's no way in hell I'm selling I'm letting a marquee player go for nothing. That's not happening. So you're already thinking of like, let's get the maximum we can get. If you can stretch that to 30 or 35, let's just stretch it to as much as we can. Let's just get our best negotiators and stretch that thing. Once you do that, you're thinking about who can we get. Let's start scouting. Let's go to Germany. Let's go to Brazil. Let's go to West Africa. Let's just start scouting players we can get for 10 or 12. Let's start scouting the next big thing, because we want to now invest that money into players who we know whether we can keep.
But like those 20, 25 million, it's like nothing, you know? I mean, it's already too late for Arsenal to I mean, it's like really, it's literally like nothing. I mean, I think if I were Arsenal, I would rather stay with the players until the end and let them go for free, and to have a chance to make top 4. And then if I get top 4, then I have like more like it's better.
Man, all this talk is so disgraceful. Like your 2 best players are leaving to rival clubs. That's disgraceful. That is fucking terrible. They're leaving to Premier League
where you're coming from, though, is like
it's because like Wenger's caused all this. Like no one knows this. Like some of our fans are very fickle, but yeah, he's caused all this because like he decided not to leave. He made us deteriorate from season to season. The players finally see they're leaving on free. Can you blame them? No.
Yeah, no. But basically, I get where Karim is coming from, because it's like letting go on a free is bad, but let's just aim and get our target. But the issue with Karim is that I think, just think about what that statement would feel like. Okay, you come top 4, you're back in the Champions League. Your 2-star players go for free. Now, the issue is that even if you're in the Champions League, which top player wants to go to Arsenal?
Yeah, but think about it. Like, what would be the other story? Okay, I'm not making the Champions League, but I got 50 million for Sanchez and Ozil and together.
Yeah, but that way you don't strengthen your rivals. If you let them leave on their terms, they're gonna go to Premier League.
Yeah, but they will leave anyhow. They leave anyhow.
I mean, you could sell Ozil to Bayern. You know what I mean? You don't have to give him to Manchester.
Yeah, but it's not like they can choose who they like, because Bayern would never pay the high salary.
I mean, it's 20 million. Like Bayern.
No, it's about the salary. It's about the salary then for Bayern.
You know what, Karim? You know what? You're right.
Yeah, true.
If I'm Arsenal, screw it. They go for free.
Guess what? You can blackmail the players to sign contracts if you want, because it's a World Cup season. I mean, if these guys don't sign I mean, you can make them go. They're not going for free if you want to, because it's a World Cup season. If they really want, you can screw them over by putting them on the bench.
Not Sanchez, bro. Not Sanchez. Chile is not in the World Cup.
I knew you were going to go there. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because they need to get top 4.
Yeah, but I mean,
all points. So yeah, but really, Ozil and Sanchez are in a stronger bargaining position.
No, Ozil is no, because
he is.
If Wenger decides to bench Ozil before the World Cup, I'm not sure I'm not sure he'll be fit or proper for the World Cup if he doesn't get any games. He needs to play.
Wait. On both, if let's say he tries to screw over Ozil and he doesn't play him, Germany will still pick him.
Of course, yeah.
He'll still be fine. And the fact of the matter is that they need Ozil and Sanchez to get top 4 because those are two of their most important pivotal attacking players. So Wenger,
why doesn't Wenger start Lacazette, Ozil, and Sanchez? Like, I don't understand.
Like, he keeps taking Lacazette off in like
I don't
60
get it, dude. I don't get
for some
it.
reason.
No. I mean, no. Basically, look, Arsenal is screwed because the scenario is that okay, you have Ozil and Sanchez, and remember, top 4 isn't guaranteed even if they stay though. But fair enough, you keep them, you get top 4, they leave for free. You're not going to get anybody of the standard. You enter into the Champions League, you get knocked out in the second round.
Exactly.
And at the same time, in that next season, you probably don't even make top 4.
Yeah, but like, if they sell them in winter, they get 50 million. They don't make Champions League. They maybe have 50 million, but it's nothing. No player wants to go for 50 like to Arsenal.
Yeah,
Arsenal doesn't need the money. Arsenal has a lot of money. They have
exactly. They need the Champions League participation. That's the most important thing. And when they get like TV money and maybe they're lucky, I don't know. But
Arsenal has the highest ticket prices in Europe by far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Which is shocking. But on another point, I want to bring back in Barcelona because Barcelona are desperate to get both Coutinho and Ozil in January.
No.
I think they're rumors.
They're desperate to get Griezmann.
I think these all are rumors.
No. It's good about in January. January.
I think
Ozil and Coutinho.
No, I think they're all rumors because it doesn't like this. Their wage. Someone has to take a pay cut. Either they sell. I'm guessing they're selling either Turan or for that to work. And who's going to
is out of there? He's out.
Yeah, who's going to?
Arda Turan is a kebab shop owner. He's not a footballer anymore.
That's a brick.
And who's going to play? Who's going to be benched? I mean, is it Dembele on the bench or who's? Because this is and there needs to be a balance because that's too offensive. The midfield will be too offensive. There's no balance.
Well, based on they need an attacking element to their team. So maybe because obviously you have Delifeu, who's crap. You may sacrifice Papalinho, but I think what they're definitely missing is the creative option that Ozil gives them. Because by Ozil being there, that means Messi doesn't have to shoulder that much playmaking responsibilities. So Messi can then balance between playmaking and actually being a lot more attacking as well. Because Messi has to look at that pass that he even played to Jessica Alba.
I also think that when I still can't think about, I can't fathom Ozil to play for Barcelona along with Messi, but if that would really happen, then I think Dembele would play on the left, Messi on the right, and up front Suarez and Ozil behind.
If I was Valverde, I would just bench Suarez.
That team will be
center forward and have Ozil and Iniesta play make.
That team will be light. That team will be light defensively. There's no defense.
No, they have Umtiti and they have Paulinho.
Yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There's no. I mean,
Umtiti and Paulinho are pretty good, man.
Yeah, no. Look, Barcelona. These guys, they don't have to defend. Trust me, man. They don't have to defend. But very briefly, let's again flash. This is breaking news, sort of. So basically, PSG have officially reclaimed their Liga on crown.
The best team.
The worst league in Europe. Congratulations.
But see, that's the irony with La Liga fans. People talk trash about PSG. I mean, look at Syria. It's a dead league. La Liga. It's not that good of a league.
Syria is not dead now.
Jujuman, be objective right now. Jujuman, be objective. Wait, Jujuman, let me ask you now. You have to be objective now. Are you honestly telling me that Ligue 1 is more competitive than Syria?
No. I'm not saying that.
Not right now.
But I'm saying Lyon can beat AC Milan. Lyon, maybe Inter Milan, and I mean I don't know about Roma because Roma is we don't know.
Napoli, Roma, Inter, AC.
But all these teams,
best league in the world at the moment.
Look. All
right
these
now,
teams
are the most competitive.
Guys, you don't know. Look, it could be
Monaco 4-1 at home to Leipzig.
Yeah. Yeah, but
4-1.
I'm telling you, last year they made the Champions League. I mean, all these Serie A teams, I've never. What's the last time a Serie A team, except for Juventus, made a same?
This season. Last season, Monaco.
All right, okay. This season, okay, Serie A is better, but
trash.
All right, true. Serie A is better, but PSG are the best team in Europe right now. I want anyone that watches PSG game. I mean, I'm telling you, people are not realizing that this team is special. This is like they're playing another level of football.
Everyone realizes it's special.
No,
bro, you're always special when you face baguette chefs.
No.
They haven't faced anyone.
True, man.
The dominance.
Let's wait for
How many tough games though have PSG played? They played Bayern, that was tough. But other than that,
it wasn't tough because Ancelotti was.
All right, because
but like even Monaco is dead last in their Champions League group. They've not even won one Champions League game.
These are truths, man.
Lyon are second.
All right, okay, all right. I'm already.
At the end of the day, PSG have not yet proven that we should be taking them seriously. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm already started looking at Bayern fans starting with the excuses that half the team is injured. I mean, I want everyone fit. So when they'll be beaten, which will happen, I don't want any excuse because everyone will say there's no real test. This is the excuse that keeps going on. I mean, records are being broken, and there's still excuse. There's no real test. But
basically, my issue with PSG is that when it really matters, do you trust Cavani to score a 1-on-1? I don't.
This is a different PSG. Like I'm telling you, they're so good on the counter. I don't think anyone can stop the front three. It's so far. I mean, you guys make a good point. They face no one, but the level of football they're playing, it's not that it's comfortable. At no point this season, I guess PSG felt like they were going to lose.
You know what though, Juju, they haven't faced a counter-attacking offensive as team that can keep the ball well in midfield, like Madrid.
Yeah, but it's like but look, the problem is no team can dominate PSG. Like no team so far has dominated
PSG. Doesn't have the best midfield in the world.
I mean, have you seen? Has anyone seen how good Draxler is playing? By the way, he's playing midfield and he's like.
But Juju, man, you're not addressing what people are saying. People are saying that they may look great and they have looked great, but look at the people they're playing. If PSG play like how they're playing against Man City or Barcelona or Real Madrid, then we can talk. Because in my view, Man City would give PSG issues that they've not really had to address.
I mean, Draxler might go in winter.
No, he's not going anywhere. I guarantee you, Kadim, he's not going anywhere. He's starting over.
I think Di Maria is leaving, actually.
Di Maria and Pastore, the one might leave.
It's really, I know it's really sad what's happened to Pastore, man, because this is like a really quality playmaker.
He's a very good player.
And they don't have just respected. You know?
No, he's not good enough for PSG. Like this team is not good enough to start.
He's just old now, to be honest. That's all.
Oh, no, the guy's still in his 20s, man. So
Pastore? No, he's like
28. 30, right? He's 28.
Oh, really? Oh shit! I thought he was 31.
Okay, guys. Okay, now let me reiterate a bit what I said in the last hangout, which got myself a lot of heat.
The Neymar Messi shit.
Yeah. Let me just fully expand on what I said so people can understand where I'm coming from. Now, Messi is amazing, and I can never denounce the achievements that this guy has done. I'm still waiting for the World Cup medal. I'm still waiting for a Copa America medal because he went missing in 2014. So I'm still waiting for that. But despite that, again, what he's done for Barcelona is absolutely amazing. But I'm looking at just a singular achievement. Because if Neymar, in his first season, manages to lead and inspire PSG to a Champions League crown, for me, I just feel that is an achievement.
Okay, HH, I hear where you're coming from, but listen, just give me 1 minute to explain the counter argument.
All right.
How old is Neymar? 25, right?
Mm.
Messi is 20. Messi, when he was 25, he scored 91 fucking goals. Led his team to a league victory, and on top of that, Messi actually was man of the match in the 2009 and the 2011 Champions League. Actually, no, Xavi was man of the match in 2009, but Messi was man of the match in 2011 and he was younger than Neymar. So why would Neymar be better than Messi? If
Okay,
he did the same thing?
okay. Let me respond to that. My thing is that great achievements, amazing achievements, bloody out of this world. But my thing is that he has been in the Barcelona system for so long that he was able to cultivate a full understanding. Neymar is literally just landing into a whole new team that he's not played with before. So there is a greater degree of difficulty. There's the difficulty. There's the issue of pressure as well. There's a lot of pressure because everybody wants him to fail because they thought that the way that he left Barcelona was a bit rude. And beyond that, it's also a case of like degree of difficulty. This is a whole new team, a whole new system. Teammates that you have that you've not really been used to playing with. So to be able to ride beyond that and still win something as difficult as the Champions League, I feel would be an achievement of a higher level.
But would it suppress the 10 years of dominance that Messi has shown?
No,
Come on, man.
Let's have the discussion. That's what I think. Let's have the flipping the discussion, okay? Because in my view, I'm sorry, Messi needs to vacate that throne.
But look, Double H.
Yes.
I have also a counter argument for what you just said. Like everybody knows how Messi or how Barcelona is playing, and they're still not able to beat them. No, PG, like we're discussing. Paris is like an unknown entity as of now. Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but they have a better squad than Barcelona.
The opponent doesn't know what they will do, and they are not like dominating in like how Barcelona did. They just like counter-attacking, and they have like good players for that.
No. I'll stop you there, Kadeem. I'll stop you there.
Then I'll go back to you.
Please. And this is not like a really tactical or like high superiority. It's like dropping deep and then having those quick players and Neymar's individuality.
That is very disrespectful. That is very disrespectful, Kadeem. This is not kick and run FC. Like this is these guys. I would argue PSG's attack is better than MSN. People might think that's crazy, but it's true.
How is that possible?
No. I'm telling any PSG fan or anyone that watches PSG game in the comment section if they want. This is not ridiculous. Like I've watched PSG games. Like the dominance. It's not by mistake they're breaking Champions League records or on goals. Like the dominance this team has. I've never seen anything like this, guys.
Okay. In Jujuman's defense, now let's now look.
Neymar has the second best squad in the world.
Because let's us look at this objectively. Now, MSN, a lot was said about MSN. They were very good, but let us be real. Neymar looks far better in PSG than he has done for Barcelona. Because Neymar has never looked as good as he's done for PSG as he's done for Barcelona.
And do you know? I'll say the one thing. Do you know the one thing? The game against Celtic away. The fans. No. I'm saying the Celtic fans. The Celtic fans in that away game, the fast away game, said they have never seen a team play better than the PSG.
But they're
in the Champions League to get dicked every year.
No team that has come. No, but seriously, that's a big statement for a team to say.
Like a quarter. Or
bro, they're in the CL to get dicked every year.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Look, apart from like, no. I see people are. Please, everyone, go and watch the PSG games. I'm telling you, I'll say this statement. The best game I've watched was the second half against Madrid play against Juventus, and then the second best game I watched was the PSG against Celtic. I mean, I've never seen a team play better than PSG against Celtic in the first half. People say it's Celtic, but the team, like even Barcelona, even Bayern were not that dominant. This team is so good. And
but
any PSG fans, any PSG fans,
Barca 7-0.
No.
More dominant.
No, but the dominance. I mean, you can score 10 goals, but you dominate that. Your opponent doesn't do anything. I mean, ask any PSG fan.
Yeah, wait, because PSG We are waiting for you guys to truly prove yourselves.
Yeah,
Well,
please,
I told you, look, nobody wants me to, yes, carry match. I understand. But wait, nobody wants Neymar to do this more than anyone. Because I told you, Neymar wants Messi's crown.
And Kadim said match.
Barcelona. He left Barcelona because he said to Messi, I'm sorry, you're yesterday's news. I am the future. Hence why I'm moving to pitch, because I'm here to dethrone you. And because Neymar's move was a move of a baller. Because no, look, man, I've got to be arrogant. I've got to be arrogant. I've got because I love Messi's crown. I want his crown.
Have hope. Do you trust Unai Emery? If it comes down to like ladder Champions League stages, do you trust him to make it?
Let me wait.
No, Macaroni. Let's be fair.
Wait. Let me respond. Let me respond to you, Lucas.
Okay.
Emery, of course, I don't trust him because of the miracle at the new camp. But now, here's the little kicker here. The little kicker is Neymar understands. He understands that we can't fully rely on Emery's preparation and tactics. Coming time where Neymar has to just bring Mbappe, bring Rabiot, bring Cavani and say, guys, yes, we've been given a blueprint, but in its quarterfinal, we've got to figure this out ourselves. We're not going to take it up upon ourselves to win this game.
And the other thing is, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Emery, but this season in the Champions League, he's been class. Like the one thing Kadim said is, we'll wait until match for the true test. I mean, I thought it was Bayern. I mean, you're postponing that because look. PSG won 6-0 the first game. They won 4-1. They won 5-0. No. Look at the scoreline. Look at this. Hey, Andrew. Madrid lost against relegation teams. So relax.
They're Irish pub workers. Half the team is construction workers.
It doesn't matter. But I'm talking about the offensive players. Like you win 5-0, you win 6-0, you win 4-1, you win 7-1. This is not normal. This is not normal. Like and then Bayern will be another maybe 3-0.
Is the Champions League ever won in November, Juju? Is it ever won in November?
But the it's not won in November. But the dominance. I mean, this team is not. And they've not picked. Like they've not picked.
No, man. It might look. This is what's going to happen, and this is just a fact you need to come to terms with. PSG are not winning the Champions League this season.
Hell no, they're
just
not.
A fact.
Fuck no, they're not.
I mean, they have a better chance.
You need to accept that.
They're winning. I just need Kazawa out and they're winning. I need Kazawa out and they're winning.
Because look, in my view, look, man. I mean, that's why this is the most difficult year to really look at which team in Europe are really that team. But guys, I think we're sleeping on Man City.
Man City was sleeping on Man City right now. Who do you think will win?
Relax. Look, they barely beat Feyenoord.
Lucas, say again.
If Manchester City were to play PSG right now, who do you think will win?
Please don't, because this is the disrespect. Like
I would say City.
Please don't, Andrew, because this is the disrespect that I've been talking about. Man City just tied. No, look, Man City just tied.
Neymar would be against Otamendi.
Like, Otamendi has been really good. He's been good.
There's so much hate around PSG.
We're getting off track here.
Lucas, to be real?
No. HH, you're not getting away with this. Neymar, if he wins one CL with PSG, that over trumps Messi's 5. Come on, man.
No.
Just admit you were wrong, please.
Wait, Ramsky. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying is that Messi needs to vacate the throne. That's the first thing. He needs to vacate the throne. It's time. He's getting old. He's getting old. That's what I'm saying.
He's 31.
So he's getting old. He's getting old.
It doesn't matter. This guy has been scoring so many goals for the past
game. The young man's game. And Messi knows that it's time for him to vacate the throne. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. I'm talking about
what are you talking about?
A singular achievement. Degree of difficulty.
91 goals at 25 years old.
Neymar, what do you mean individual achievement?
Big baller brand like Lava Ball. That's what I'm talking about. Big baller. So
what do you mean individual achievement when Neymar's playing with probably one of the best squads?
But okay, in truth, basically, Raheemski, in truth, basically, let's at least have the conversation. That's all I want. Let's at least have the conversation. If Neymar wins the Champions League in his first season with a new team, with the pressure,
his new squad like what Messi's entire career over one season.
Double H, I tell you, even if Neymar wins the World Cup in Champions League, they will never give him credit. Like the hate PSG is getting, I've never seen it. Like this, people are so hateful of PSG. That is, I've never seen anything like this.
I think that's basically see. Thank you. This is why this season is so sweet. It's so sweet. Do you know why it's so sweet?
Oh my god!
Because it's a season before the World Cup.
Wait. Let me explain. Do you know why it's so sweet? Because Neymar he's the villain. Yeah. Which is why it pissed me off so much that Neymar was crying in that press conference. Neymar, shh.
How is Neymar the villain? He's crying like a little bitch. That's what villains don't cry.
Neymar needs to understand that Neymar, you're like PSG. You guys are the villains. People don't like you, and you need to embrace that and use that as energy. You're the bad guy.
And the other thing is, if Emery is not in the semi-finals, he's out of a job. So I mean, I'm putting my money there because if this man is
that's the thing.
Out,
you're gonna blame Emery if Neymar.
No. He has like the PSG on a halaf. I don't know his name. I can't pronounce it. He's a generous man. I mean, most people would have fired Emery after that. He gave him a second life. He gave him a second life.
If we're going to talk about Neymar beating Messi, we have to talk about him beating Modric and Cristiano.
Exactly. First. How is he even? So he surpasses Messi's entire career over one season with one of the best ever.
I mean, Madrid are not on the same level as PSG. I mean,
have you seen how many good players? Oh my god!
I won't allow this. I'm sorry. You guys are disrespecting Neymar. You guys are disrespecting Neymar.
It's on another level. It's on another level. People are
Neymar. Neymar is better than Modric.
Wait. Disrespect is on another level. I mean,
Raheemski, I'm sorry. I mean, I respect Modric a lot. Neymar is better than Modric.
How is he better?
God.
Modric. The moment Modric steps into Real Madrid,
don't tell me that Modric is on the same level as Neymar. I'm sorry, no.
Same level. Modric is miles ahead of Neymar, man. This guy's been carrying the best midfield in the world.
You guys feel like Messi is the best club football player of all time. Internationally, he bricked it up at 2014. But club-wise, he's the best football player. I've already said that. But guys, Neymar in 2014 as a fetus, the whole nation rested on his shoulders. And once he got injured, what happened? 7-1. Who knows? I mean, if Neymar was in that team and fully fit, who knows? Maybe they'd have gotten to the final.
They weren't going to win. They were still going to lose that game.
What?
Yeah, they were still going to lose that game.
No, there was. You can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. So Neymar would have.
You can't say that.
So Brazil would have won that game.
Oh my god! You think Neymar is superior to Cristiano?
Wait, chill.
He is right now. There's no question about that. He is right now.
I'm God. I can't handle this.
Cristiano is not in this bloody conversation. I mean, how is Cristiano even in this conversation?
Hold on.
Double H. The hate is so much that
how is Cristiano inferior to Neymar? How is that?
Neymar is football player. He is better than Cristiano.
Neymar is easily. It's not even a discussion. He's easily the better football player. Easily.
So you're basing this on the eye test and not achievements, right? It's the eye test.
No, it's not the eye test.
We're saying Neymar as a footballer. Look, okay, guys. Put it this way. This is the best way to explain it. I've always respected what Messi has done because what Messi has achieved club-wise is absolutely amazing. In my view, in my personal opinion, the way Neymar is just a far more dynamic football player than Messi. Messi isn't very dynamic.
Why? Messi has more traits than Neymar, though. Messi can do more than Neymar.
But guys. But
no, Messi. Who's a better passer?
But look, Messi will not be number one forever. He will not be. People acting as if Messi is untouchable. He will not be number one forever. At some point, Neymar will surpass him. At some point, he will decline.
put it this way. Put it this way. In a World Cup final, who would you trust more, Neymar or Messi? In a World Cup final,
Messi.
Definitely Messi.
I don't care, man.
Messi's a perennial.
I don't know how you guys.
Bottle job. Messi's a perennial.
No, that's actually. Okay, listen. Messi is the best. Messi is the best footballer.
Let's get one at a time. I'm gonna go to Rahimski, Osman, and then football. So Rahimski, go.
Okay, my opinion is, if you look at the 2014 final, okay, Messi didn't perform as well as he should have in the semis and in the final. In the final, he had an okay game, but he didn't convert his chances. It's actually a misconception to say that Messi doesn't perform for Argentina because he does put in the performances. There's just that team doesn't have the same dynamic or
no, Rahimski. I'm referring to
but my main point is
final.
Messi has more traits than Neymar by far. He's a better passer. He's better at speed bursting with the ball. He's got better vision. He's got better conversion rates. He did it at an earlier age, and he's been doing it for 10 years, whereas Neymar has literally been.
I'm talking about sexiness. I'm talking about sex. I mean, Neymar has that sexiness about. He has that silk. He has silk. I'm talking about.
You're saying Neymar is sexier. That's why he's a better.
No. His
game.
Footballing mannerism just has that extra magic to it. There's more magic and silkiness to what Neymar does. And like I told you, Messi respects defenders. Neymar has no respect for defenders. That's the thing. Neymar is very disrespectful. Obviously, Neymar is very disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. Okay,
yeah.
Let me go to football. Yo, okay.
Like, sorry.
You know what? Go.
So Messi. 2014, I don't even remember seeing him in that final. He was that non-existent.
Damn.
Like he literally.
So final makes him not as good as
Let the guys speak, and then we'll give you your thing.
Where was Neymar? Where was Neymar in the final?
You could put the blame on Higuain, but at the same time, Messi is supposed to be the leader of the team, and he bottled it twice, and like. He after the second final, he almost retired. That's how bad he bottled it.
Okay, well, Neymar hasn't even made a final though, so
you can never trust him enough.
He was.
Can you guys?
No way. After that.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't believe what I've been hearing for the last few minutes. Guys.
Yeah. No, this is crazy.
Okay, look, Abdul, you have your 10 minutes of fame. Okay, let me go to Osman. Osman, have your take.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, man. Messi is miles levels. I trust him any day to deliver ahead of Neymar. Neymar hasn't even won like half the trophies, and he hasn't stepped up to occasions half the time Messi has.
What are you talking about?
He has been in country for so long. You can't just forget what Messi
one Champions League
because of like 2 finals. You can't. There's no way you can just forget.
Wait. I'm just saying that. Guys, chill. See,
Neymar doesn't even surpass.
Okay. Wait, Abdul. Let me reiterate what my question was. My question was. As I've already said, Messi will go down as the best club football player of all time. Easily. He's the best club football player.
He will go down as one of the best footballers ever. That's a fact.
I mean, he's already the second best ever. So.
No, he's not. He's
already Pele is better. Maradona is better.
My question was
Pele doesn't even sniff.
You think Zidane is better than Messi? Come on, that's just trolling. Like, come on.
Pele's not even top 15 of all time.
No, Pele's the best player. People are not giving him credit because he's black.
Half of Pele's goals are unregistered.
In a World Cup, guys, chill. Abdul, let me ask you this now. Who would you trust more in a World Cup final? Neymar or Messi?
I would trust the guy that actually made it to a World Cup final, not the guy that was very average against Chile and then got injured against Colombia.
No. Average. That is very harsh. He carried
everything up to group stages in the World
Cup. Remember, he carried David Luiz to a World Cup semi-final. I mean, that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment by itself.
Neymar was nothing special against Chile and Colombia. Let's not forget that. I don't know why people are acting.
David Luiz was better against Colombia than Neymar.
He was great in the group stages, but he was nothing special against Colombia and Chile.
I think you guys are forgetting something. You can see the way Brazil play without Neymar, with Neymar.
Argentina's even worse.
Argentina were not going to make the World Cup without Messi.
Okay, but guys, look. At the end of the day, for Messi, the fact of the matter, and I will reiterate my points, club-wise, he will go down as the greatest club football player of all time. But internationally, even if he's definitely doing better, he knows that this World Cup, you need to ball.
But that makes Neymar better than him? Like,
that's not the topic.
Neymar still hasn't done much.
The topic was something else. The topic was Neymar surpassing Messi after
You're saying one Champions League victory with a better squad.
After one Champions League, he doesn't even surpass Cristiano's United days.
Look, don't bring that
Ronaldo's United days, let alone Ronaldo overall as a player. He doesn't even surpass Ronaldo, the Cristiano version. Let alone Ronaldo overall.
No. My point, okay, Abdul, going back to your point, I said that let's at least have the conversation. Let's at least have the conversation.
Oh shit, Daniel.
Look, man, everybody's not coming into this one. My hope was that let's at least have the conversation, man.
You're tripping.
Look,
it's true.
That's why guys don't get at me. Guys, look, Messi fanboys out there. I love you guys. You guys are my best friends in the world. All I'm saying is this: is that I'm not trying to denounce your idol. I love your idol. He's a great guy. I'm saying,
bro, you're idolizing Neymar. Come on, man.
Let's have the conversation, Abdul.
Neymar doesn't play for Huddersfield or Brighton, right? He plays for a top 2 squad in the world right now. So I'm not sure.
Whoa, Abdul, Abdul, you should have been
acting like he took Leicester to the Champions League final.
No, Abdul. You should have listened how Abdul. You should have listened how people talk about PSG. They don't talk as if they talk as if it's a horrible team.
It's the top 2 squad in the world. I'm pretty sure.
Thank you.
How's it?
Of course, no one's denying that.
That's all I needed to hear. No
one is denying that.
Look at Kaká. Look at Kaká in 07. That was great. So Kaká's better than Messi now because of his Champions League run in 07.
But see, my whole point is this: is that you have to take everything all into account. It's Neymar leaving from Barcelona, the pressure, the vitriol, the hate. The fact is that people everybody wants him to fail. Everybody wants him to fail.
You know that everyone wanted Ronaldo to fail when he joined Madrid and he delivered 3 Champions Leagues? Why isn't he in the
No. It was a team effort. It was a team effort. It was a team effort.
No, what do you mean?
So is this.
You don't win. I have a question.
Go, Daniel.
Go for it. Have hope. Are you saying that if Neymar wins the Champions League this season, that he's overtaken Messi in terms of today's ranking? Or are you saying he's overtaken or are you saying he's overtaken him in terms of everything Messi's done in his career? That he surpassed Messi's career just by winning the Champions League with PSG. What are you saying?
Okay. Let me respond. Thank you. Yeah. See, thank you. Somebody can ask a question and answer fully. Thank you. See, this is why this is my talking tactics.
You already said why.
Now let me respond. Of course, he wouldn't have surpassed Messi's career. That is absolutely crazy. Because what Messi has won in his career club-wise is outstanding. The record he's broken is outstanding. Messi is the statsman. He is the statsman. He's like the LeBron James of football. He stats. Yes. I'm talking about as of now, 2017. If Neymar...
So why didn't you make that clear, though?
That's the whole point. That's why people are pissed off at you, bro, because you're making this seem like Messi's now on the side, man.
Okay, basically, by me saying that he has surpassed Messi, I mean that we can't talk about Messi anymore. We have to now focus on Neymar. He'll now be the new king and the new crown. Messi will have to vacate the throne, and Neymar now sits on the throne with the golden crown.
That's still debatable,
that's what I'm saying,
but I think that makes a little more sense.
It's not debatable.
Yesterday's news.
That makes way more sense, but I thought you meant all time, and that's why you didn't make it clear. If you said that, then no one would have a problem.
Let's at least have the conversation. That's what I say. Let's at least have the conversation.
He's number 2. Neymar is number 2. He's on standby. I mean, if he beats Barcelona too, if he eliminates Barcelona in the Champions League, that's another extra credit right there.
This is why we need the PSG Barca final, just to make it clear.
No. That would be the ideal final. That's basically if you've been rigging many things, but please rig this. It's this.
And if he flops, who do we blame? You can't just blame Emery for it. Neymar has to take responsibility.
Well, look,
he won't flop. He won't flop.
I almost forgot. Friday is a huge day. Does anybody know what's happening on Friday?
No.
World Cup draw. Right?
World Cup draw.
Hell to the yes.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Hell for yes.
So Nigeria will get the easiest group in Jesus' name, amen.
What's going to happen is that we're going to be specials. There's going to be a football hot special. There's going to be a talking tactics special as well.
Is it
for the World Cup? Okay. So, we're going to do like a World Cup draw live thing, and we maybe do it in conjunction with the talk. Basically, we'll figure it out. Maybe a talking tactics thing and a football hot thing. But my thing is that, guys, I'm very nervous right now because
part four.
You know what? The only thing I don't want to see Messi getting an easy team. Like if he gets another easy route, I'm done because he needs to actually earn his.
Look,
they don't give him like.
FIFA will do everything.
Double H, bro. Don't forget that you're an R9 fan. Look at his path in 02. Just don't forget that.
No.
They can't give him two World Cups in a row.
Don't diss the Phenom, please. I beg you, please.
I'm just saying.
Don't diss the Phenom. I am begging you, please don't. But wait, what pot are Egypt in? Are they
3.
pot 3 or pot 4?
No, 3.
So wait, how the hell do Nigeria get pot 4? What the hell's going on?
Come on, bro. You guys didn't even make the AFCON.
Wait, is Argentina?
No, don't you dare laugh, please.
Yo, what if Nigeria get Argentina?
No, I'm about to get kicked, man. Okay.
If Nigeria get Argentina again,
we're literally close to getting kicked, man. So, no, because basically that means Nigeria could actually get it. Which is the crazy thing. They could actually get it. No, look.
No. African teams.
What if they get Portugal? What if they get Portugal?
You see, that's the nightmare. You know what's my worst nightmare? This is the worst nightmare I have. Semi-final. Nigeria are winning 1-0. 93rd minute, Cristiano scores an equalizer. At the extra time, he scores the winning goal. Like literally, I'll literally kill somebody if that happens.
Yo, Portugal have a good team, man.
What?
Portugal have a very good squad.
I don't care. I don't want that happening. So basically, like, look, man, I'm very, very, very excited. Guys, do you know how crazy it is, man? We have to wait 4 years for this crap, man. It's madness.
It doesn't really feel like 4 years.
Salah, man. Guys, Salah, like this dude.
That guy's a beast, man.
Like he's already Egypt's greatest ever player. Already Egypt's greatest ever player, or already. So which is mad. So it's like, I mean, wow. Basically, I think that
Who do you think is better, Mane or Salah?
What?
Salah.
Who do you think is the best African player right now?
Salah.
You see, it's
I still think Mane is the most naturally gifted.
There's more to Mane's game, but I think the most informed African player is Salah. Overall, I would have Mane. I think overall.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Mane is he's a bigger problem. But I have a feeling that Salah might end up having like the better career overall.
What about Victor Moses?
Look, he's playing right wing back, man. So.
No, Aubameyang is shit.
Wait, but I think.
Guys, let me ask though. What do you think the group of death is going to be?
Argentina, Nigeria.
I guarantee.
I actually made the draw. Let me tell you my draw.
The group of because there's going to be a group of death, and that's what
you know what they usually screw England or Spain. So the group of death will have England or Spain because those are the teams that usually get screwed over. If Argentina, please, I hope Argentina get a group of death. If they get another easy group,
Argentina will have like a nice easy one. They'll have a nice easy one.
I feel like Portugal and France are going to be in the same group for some reason. I have a feeling.
Portugal and France.
Yeah, and
no, they'll give Cristiano an easy one because it's his last World Cup. They'll give him an easy one.
They won't. Sure, they have an agenda against Cristiano Ronaldo. Trust me.
Look. You know how it works. It's probably all the teams that have superstars. Like Cristiano is very popular. I mean, you don't want him to be out in the group stages. You want him to go far in the tournament.
Conspiracy juju strikes again.
I have a feeling that
it's true.
It is true though. That is true. Like
I guarantee you. No, I guarantee you.
Neymar, Portugal and Argentina in the final. That is
it's true. It's true. I guarantee it. Prove it.
No. Look. Here's my fact. Neymar, Messi, and them the three biggest superstars. They're not getting out. They'll get favorable draws that will make him go at least farther, like in the second round in the knockout stages, maybe quarters or semis. Because You don't want all the superstars out in the same. They can't put them in the hard group. You don't want Messi, Neymar going home in the group stages. I mean, what's the point of the World Cup if the main superstars are out?
Didn't Ronaldo go home in the group stages in the last World Cup? So
Yeah, he did.
that was a group of.
I mean, like he was like, yeah, he was screwed. He was screwed there. Like, he was screwed. Look at.
I mean, to be fair, he was injured, so you can't blame him solely.
Yeah.
So basically, we could okay. So basically, I've got the pots now. So we could potentially have, let's say, we could potentially have a Germany. Okay, we could potentially have an Argentina, Uruguay, Denmark, Nigeria group, which would be ridiculous.
What if Nigeria get Argentina again?
That would be ridiculous.
No, then I know it's rigged. I mean, come on, guys. Look, this is my ideal group for Nigeria. My ideal group for Nigeria is this: Russia. Don't laugh. Russia, Peru, Iran,
Panama.
Yeah. So thank you. See, this is my guy. No, sorry, no, we can't. We're in the same pot as Panama. So basically, no, Russia, Peru, Iran. Please, I beg you, give me that group, and I'll be happy. You will not hear from me again.
Yeah, Peru are not whipping boys. Like, they can actually grind games.
Look, after that pot two, the team at the take, because it's either Peru or what? Spain, Switzerland, actually England are thinking, Colombia, Mexico, Uruguay, Croatia. Look, man. Basically, out of that pot two, I'd want either England or Peru or maybe Switzerland. You know, so
those are the teams probably Argentina will get. They'll get all the easy groups. They're basically in the quarters without even kicking the ball. If that happens again.
Do you know what really pisses me off? This is all done based off FIFA ranking. Do you know how
the worst
FIFA ranking is?
No, it's legit.
No, because I need to get this rant out because this just really pisses me off. Now, when you play a friendly, what's the whole point of a friendly? Is to try formations and try new players. That's the whole point of a friendly, because you're pretty much planning for what you now do during like a qualifying game, and you're under pressure by clubs that look. I only want this guy to play 15 minutes, 20 minutes, please, because it's only a friendly. Now, these
I will make an argument.
And now saying that these friendlies now count. That's stupid.
Yeah. I would make an argument, Double H. If you're good enough, you don't need your full strength squad. Like, people are making cases for Italy. I mean, if Italy are good enough, they don't.
No.
They don't need.
But Judgment, the whole point is that. Strength. No. The whole point is that you're trying different formations. You're making
but still, if you're good, if you're good enough, I mean, Germany used under 21. I don't even think the real players, the starting 11, went to the
but Germany is that one country that you can't use them as the standard. They have 3 squads.
But guys, I mean, how are Poland in part 1 when they didn't even?
They're better. No, they're good. They're really good.
Poland.
Wait, Abdul. Poland are ranked 6th.
They're good. They were among the first teams. They were among the first teams qualified.
Peru are ranked 10th. I'm sorry.
They had the 24 team Euros and they didn't even make the quarterfinals. How are Poland 6th in the world?
Yeah, because they're good. Guys, this might sound shocking. I got abused for this. Belgium and Poland are better than Italy. That's just the fact. Like, it's not, these rankings are not ridiculous.
Sweden are 25th. Sweden are amongst the top 25 best teams in the world.
They're in the World Cup. I mean, Italy. They just beat Italy. I mean, it's not ridiculous, guys. Like, they beat Italy. I don't want any excuses. I mean, they're better than Italy. They're better than them. That's not ridiculous. I mean, they beat them.
No.
It's fact. It's fact. Like, they beat them. What can anyone say?
Okay, Abdul, what would be your ideal group for Egypt?
I think Russia. I think we can all agree Russia's the worst part 1.
Yeah.
But then but
they're home though.
Look.
Wait a minute.
Nobody wants Germany, Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, Belgium, Poland, or France.
Right. I don't know, man, because Russia.
You do kind of want one big team.
That ref is going to be paid. I'm telling you, like, There's no way that.
Dude, you don't want Russia. Trust me. Man.
You guarantee. I guarantee you. Look, they don't give in the opening match. They're not losing.
You think Putin? You think Putin is paying all this money to host the World Cup just to get knocked out? Like that's disrespectful.
Another thing is, you know, Abdul, you know what's more disrespectful? If you're drawn against Russia in the opening game, that means you're terrible because it's like they want the host to win the first game. I mean, if you're drawn, that means you're among the worst.
I mean, Brazil drew against Iraq in 2013. So.
I mean, look, guys, just look at what happened in 2002 with South Korea. Come on, that's they always get calls. The host will always get calls.
Well, no, guys.
It's the same as Brazil in 14.
You know what? I'm going to change my pick because if any referee is getting paid, is every referee who takes charge of the Russia game.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's a tricky one.
I think I might go for Poland instead.
Yeah.
And part 2 is Peru, ideally. Yeah, I think you have to go for Peru. Part 3, we're in part 3. Part 4 is obviously
wait.
Panama are shocking. Like I actually watched the Canada-Panama game of like 2 years ago live in the stadium, and they were like, I don't know how they made the World Cup.
Do you want the easiest draw possible though? Like do you want a group of easy teams and then like your next game is against like France or Brazil or somebody? Like you actually want to be tested a little bit in the group.
Getting out of
because watch what you need is like, I mean, look at Brazil 0-2 had a pretty easy group. So that's what I mean, look, it works both ways. 2002, Brazil had a pretty easy group. But for Germany, 2014, they had a few scares, especially from Ghana, and maybe that really helped them. But at the end of the day, you always really want to have a slow build-up. If you have a tough group, there's a chance that you don't even make it out of that group.
Also, it depends on who you are. Like, I mean, I'm talking about Egypt, so we're just trying to get out of the group.
Yeah, like France had group of death in 06, right?
If you're Germany, then you don't really care. Like, you're gonna get out anyways. So.
I mean that's awesome. So I mean, look. Whatever the case, man. I mean, we're gonna get a group of death. That's definitely gonna happen.
It'll be Spain. They like.
Is this Thursday? Is it on Thursday or Friday?
It's this. Wait. When is December 1st?
No, that's like Wednesday.
That's a Saturday.
Oh,
no, that's a Friday. It's a Friday.
No. You might say yeah. So yeah, it's a Friday. It's 27, 28.
Oh, I might miss it.
Yo, Juju, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? Who's not going to win?
Going to be dead on Friday? How are you going to miss
it? It's Germany or France or Brazil. Those are the three that are.
No, you have to choose one. You have to choose one.
The rest of the stuff is drama.
I need to know who's not going to win so I can put money down. Who are you choosing?
I'm choosing Germany, France, or Brazil to win it.
No, you got to choose one, bro.
No. You have to. What the hell? You have to choose. Like you can't choose
one. I choose one. I'm choosing Brazil.
Okay, Neymar's not winning the World Cup.
I'm choosing. I'm not even Brazil.
Win then.
I mean, to be honest,
Brazil or France. No, because France is like.
Don't say France.
No, because France is like. The one problem with Germany is the defenders are huge, bulky, and they're really slow. Like a player that dribbles will cause them problem. With the France, I mean, they have the dribble, like they have everything. It's the coach that I don't like. It's like Champ has all the weapons, but
France isn't even fair. They have a continental team. Like fuck that, man.
I think what Germany have is that they're the best. When you watch them, they're the best coach team. They play like a club team. They're just well drilled.
True, I think Spain can surprise people. To be honest,
I think the problem with Spain.
What are you going to look at Spain, man? Okay, look. Before we go, put it here right now. Who is your pick? Because this will always change. But who is your pick for the World Cup? Abdul.
The final or the win?
The win.
Honestly, I don't have a pick, but I have a team that I want, like that I want to see win. But I don't know who's gonna win it. Like it's so close.
It's Germany winning.
So who do you want?
Germany.
Apart from Egypt, obviously.
I'd say I want to see the World Cup like back in South America. So I'll go for Brazil or Argentina. One of them, and I'll be happy.
All right, for football, what about you? Who's your pick?
I'd want either Nigeria to win or Portugal to win, but I see France winning it in the end.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going with France because I think the last World Cup Germany barely it was they beat him by the one.
Look, who are you going with?
Pace.
Is it France you're going with? You're going with France.
Yeah, me. I'm
France and Brazil. France and Brazil.
No, just one team. Give me one team. Just one team.
I can't. I'll make that decision later. France, Brazil, or Germany. That's the three.
Danny T.
Vive la France! Vive la France!
Oh wow. Okay. Rahimski.
I'm gonna go Portugal. No, I'm just joking. I'll go with Brazil.
And I am going to go with Portugal. And
what?
guys, if you read between the lines, and I think you know why I'm picking Portugal. Read between the lines.
Okay.
All right, guys. Peace out. Stay true.
See you guys.